Hello, my name is Rovel Gaither and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today on my channel, I'm going to be bringing you guys along on a journey of me making some of the most amazing top handle bags, and I love the quality on these. This is definitely some of my best work I think that I have done thus far, just due to the quality, the design, the funk, it's just amazing. I love them. So these are the bags that I make in this video. They are so freaking I'd say and do the same thing every time I'm showing a new product, but these are just so dope. Look at the detailing on the freaking handle. I love it. So this is a top handle bag. I love the shape on it. It's like this really nice, funky, curvy shape. And I also thought it would be really fun to play around with the reverse side of the denim. So for the flap, I use the reverse side. So as you can see, it's the two different sides of the denim. This is the regular side, this is the underside. And it's really cool. I also used piping because, like I said, now that I know how to use piping, I'm going to be using it all the time now. So I used the reverse denim to do the piping and kind of detail that, and it came out amazing. And I did O-ring hardware, super dope. I mean, these bags are just so good, and the quality on these is just and then I also did some really cool straps too, because I made two of these bags. So I did the reverse side denim for the lower part, and then for the shoulder area, it's the regular side of the denim. And you can take the strap on or off if you want to wear it crossbody, you want to wear a purse, if you don't want to hold it and carry it like a top handle all the time, because not a lot of people like to carry their bags, like a top handle. And again, I made two of them, so they are both this exact same bag. I love them so much. If you do want to stick around and watch me make these bags in this video, please watch to the end. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think. And also in this video, I want to say more towards the beginning, in my face in the video on this side was a little messed up because I burnt it. It's still healing a little bit, but it's not nearly as noticeable as it was in the beginning of the video, so ignore my face, please. Thank you. But besides that, let's get into the video. All right, so it is currently September 21st. Yes, September 21st. Also, I don't know if I announced this in my intro. Please ignore my face. I freaking burnt myself doing s'mores, and the skin, it's starting to scab and it looks really disgusting, and I have not been able to shave my face due to that, so please ignore my face. But I've been spending the last few days, really just yesterday and today, prepping and getting everything cut out in interface. So this is the exterior flap. I'm really excited to try this new way of doing this. I've never done reverse denim. Or used the reverse side of denim in the design. I think that's going to be really exciting and new. But I have all my magnetic snaps and everything on here. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I have all my piping pieces cut out. I am doing piping because I finally got over my fear, so I'm going to start putting it in every design. Yes, so I'm doing 3 piping pieces per bag. So I'm going to do piping on the flap and then piping around the gussets of the bag. So I'm going to sew up the piping, attach that onto the flap and then the exteriors of the fronts, so around this area, and I'm going to also attach it onto the flaps. And that's the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm probably going to sew up the flaps together. So I'm actually getting into production really fast with these bags. Normally it takes me a few days, but I designed these bags on Monday, which was 2 days ago. Yesterday I made the pattern, tested the pattern, started cutting out the pieces, and today I finished cutting out and interfacing, and I'm already sewing, which is a little weird. It normally takes me 3 days after designing to get into actual production, so I'm moving kind of fast. So I'm gonna go ahead, do the piping and sew up the flaps, all that good stuff, and then I'll check back in and show you what's up. Alright, so I went ahead and sewed up the flap so it has the piping along the edge. And again, this is my first time doing piping like this. Actually, it's only my second ever time doing piping, but I thought it was kind of cool just to do a little piping detail. At first, I was gonna actually do a full panel overlay, like a 1-inch overlay of this color denim along the edge of this flap. But I was like, let's try piping. Plus, I thought the overlay would be a little bit too much. And then I also went ahead and did the piping on this one. So I used the reverse side of the denim for the piping for the dark denim, and then I used the regular side to go with the reverse, if that makes sense. So it's looking really dope. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm actually gonna put the eyelets on the flap because I'm doing a really cool top handle way, and I've been wanting to try a top handle this way for a while. I finally got all the hardware for it. So I'm gonna put 2 eyelets on each end of the flap, and I have these O-rings where you can unscrew a piece and you can actually put it through the eyelets. So I'm gonna use that technique. It came out really dope when I tested it on the test pattern when I was testing out the pattern. So super excited to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the eyelets in, and then I'm probably gonna sew the flaps onto the actual bag exteriors of the bag, and then that's what you're gonna see. So let's get started on that. All right, so it is the next day, and last night I went ahead and sewed on the flaps to the bag exterior. It looks super dope. I'm loving how these are coming out, and I really love the reverse denim look. It almost gives me like a plaid feel. It almost looks kind of plaid-ish, and I think it ties together really nicely, so I'm loving that. And yeah, so I went ahead and put the flaps on, has the eyelets and the rivets in the stress area. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm actually gonna take my gusset pieces, which are these right here, and I'm gonna sew those to the front and back exterior pieces of the bag. And it's really surprising how fast this is coming together so far. It's honestly a really simple design. I only have 3 key elements. I kept the design simple, but I have 3 elements of the bag that I feel like is really what's gonna bring it to life, which is the shape, the hardware, and the reverse denim. Those are the 3 key pieces that I really wanted to focus on. So I kept the design kind of simple, not too much crazy details or anything like that, but those 3 elements are really what's gonna bring this to life. I have that, and that's what I'm gonna start on. And also last night, I started on the straps, but I kind of ran into an issue with them. So originally, I wanted the strap to have the reverse denim on the ends, and then on the shoulder area, you know, it would have the regular side of the denim, and it was connected through these gold rectangle rings. Love that look, but the strap is way too long, and I do not want to cut out more pieces because I don't want to waste the denim that I have. It takes a lot of denim. I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the fully reverse strap and then have it connected to the end with this gold rectangle ring. And the reason why I'm using the rectangle ring to hold it together is because the denim that I'm using, it's a selvage denim, and it's only 30 inches in width. So it's kind of not long enough to create a strap. So I have to cut 2 pieces and kind of connect them together to make it long enough for a strap. So that's also another reason why I don't want to cut out more pieces to try to recreate this one. And the denim that I'm using for this bag, it's a dead stock selvage denim from the brand Rag & Bone, and I do not have that much. I have a good amount left over, but I don't want to waste it for something as simple as a strap because I can't get any more because the brand that I got it from doesn't sell it anymore. So I love the denim, trying to save as much of it as I can. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use a reverse strap, and then I'm also gonna go ahead and start sewing those gussets on. So let's get into that. All right, so I finished sewing on the gussets to the exteriors, and honestly, sewing on these gussets was not that bad. It was actually really simple. It wasn't too bad at all. So the gussets are on. I don't know if you'll be able to kind of see what it's looking like because it's a dark denim, but I'm loving the way this is turning out. I can tell you, at first I was a little skeptical because I was like, the vibe of this is just a little too dark. It's just, you know, it almost felt a little gloomy in a sense, like just a dark gloomy cloud is what I was kind of getting. I mean, it's kind of giving dark gloomy cloud, but I feel like once everything's done, it's gonna work out and just be so dope together. So the gussets are on these, super dope. I'm loving the curved look on there. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna start on the lining. And this is the color that I'm using for the interior. I love using this color when I'm using this dark blue denim. It just pairs together so nicely every single time. And I am doing zipper pockets and slip pockets on the insides of these ones. I normally put them on all of my bags. In my last 2 projects, I excluded those parts and I just kept a simple interior, but this, I'm bringing back the zipper pocket and slip pockets and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing on my name tags, doing the zipper pockets and all that stuff. This is a zipper that I'm using for the interior. It's like sandy brown almost, and it has an antique brass coil. Even though I'm using regular brass hardware for the exterior, I'm using antique brass for the interior just because I like antique brass. It looks really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting the interior together, and that's what you're gonna see. So let's get started. Face. Also, I put moisturizer on my face, so it's starting to heal. Honestly, it looks a lot better than yesterday. It's been a while, and it's healed really fast. Honestly, I'm gonna say the burn has healed really fast. It's going away. I'm glad because I was looking real crusty, dusty, busted last few days. So we hit it now, but let's get into sewing. Alright, so I officially have both of the linings sewn up, and I did go ahead and staple them around to the exterior because I'm going to sew them together. So I use my staples because, again, I use my staples in areas where I think the clips will just pop off, and staples just hold it a little bit better in place while you're sewing because it literally doesn't move when you have the staples in. So I love using staples. So everything's looking really dope. It feels really good. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm just going to do a straight stitch with a 1/4 inch seam allowance all the way across the top of both of these. Turn them right side out, top stitch them, close the interiors, and then really the bag is done at that point, and then I have to just do the handle and then the strap. So really fast. So I started these bags last night and they're literally pretty much already done. This project has really been a quick one. But I don't know. I don't know why. It just feels weird. It feels like time is moving so slow. It feels like time normally moves so much faster, but it's feeling kind of like it's moving slow. So I'm going to go ahead and sew the lining to the exteriors, and that's what you're going to see. Alright, so I have both of the bags top stitched and turned right side out, and I went ahead and closed off the linings, and they look really dope. I love the shape on these bags. I think it's just so fun and playful and interesting. And this is what the inside is looking like. Super dope. Has a zipper pocket, interior logo, and then the slip pocket on this side. So these bags are really nice. I love them. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm actually about to start on the just don't want to close. I'm gonna start on the handles. So I have these O-rings right here. I've used them, I've used these O-rings before, but I haven't used them the way that they were supposed to. So I don't know if you can see. I'll zoom in and try to focus. So these are the O-rings right here, and as you can see, it has this little bar right here, and it has these tiny little screws, and you can unscrew these, take this piece off, and actually hook it through the eyelets on this bag. So I think that's a really dope design, and I was trying to figure out a long time ago how designers did it because I didn't know that there was hardware or O-ring O-ring hardware with screws that you can take out and actually put them on, because I always saw bags with this type of design. I was like, how do they get the O-ring through the eyelets? I don't know. And I found this hardware on the site that I get my bag hardware from. I was like, oh, that's how they do it. So this is the handle. This is the color that I'm gonna use. It's gonna be the dark blue denim, super dope. I actually went with a 2-inch width handle instead of a 1-inch. I normally do 1-inch, but I thought a thicker handle would look really good with this design. So I'm gonna do that, sew these up. I have these little 3/4 inch pieces that I'm going to actually sew to this, and then I'm going to slide them in the ends of the handle and then sew it all together so it's connected. And I'm also gonna do a really cool eyelet design along the handle. I think it'll look really cool and it'll just give it like a nice little oomph. So I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing these little O-rings on here and into the handles, and then do the eyelets, and then that's really pretty much it. No, I have to do the straps as well, the crossbody straps. But then after that, that's really it. I'm gonna try to finish these bags up tonight, and if I do finish them tonight, that means I worked production-wise on this a day and a half, which is really good timing. I'm gonna go ahead and start sewing this up, and that's what you're gonna see. All right, so it's been several days later. Both of the bags are done. They look freaking amazing. I love how they came out. I'm gonna show it because like, I love these bags. So this is the finished product of the bag. It freaking looks so dope. I really love the reverse side of the denim on this. It, like I said earlier, it kind of gives me like a plaid feel, and I just love the quality on the handle. Like, it just feels so good when you hold it by the handle. And the detailing on the handle, like, it just looks so freaking good. Oh my gosh, I love these bags. They look so dope. Like, I just love them. So yeah, these bags are amazing. I really love them. So this is a full 360 view of the bag. I freaking love it. So I'm gonna show the inside too. In the inside, again, I did the zipper pocket back here. So it has the zipper pocket. You can fit a few things in there. It's not too big of a zipper pocket. And then it also has my Made by Revel Gaither tag. It has my interior logo, and then on this side it has the little slip pocket. So the interior came out really nice. I love it. You can fit a good amount of stuff in this bag, perfect for everyday use. And you know, these are just, they're amazing. Like, they're just freaking amazing. Like, I don't know what else you want me to say. Like, the detail on the handle is one of my favorite parts of this bag. It really draws your eye directly to the handle. And I like that I did the handle 2 inches in width, because normally I do a 1 inch, but I was like, you know, let's try a 2 inch, and it feels really good in your hand. And I just like how chunkier it looks. I think it really just, again, draws your eye to it a lot more of the detailing, and I just love it. And I also went ahead and I redid the strap, but I actually ended up going back to the way that I originally wanted to do it. So I did on the 2 ends, the reverse side, and then on the shoulder area, the regular side of denim. So I'm gonna grab the strap so I can show y'all how that came out. So this is the strap right here, and these are just little crossbody straps. You can take them on, you can take them off the bag, put them on the bag, depending on if you want to wear it crossbody, purse-wise, or whatever you want to do. So on the ends, I did the reverse denim, and it has the little swivel hooks on there. And on the shoulder areas, it has the regular side of the denim, and it's connected through the little brass rectangle rings. It matches the bag literally perfectly. It fits the whole vibe and aesthetic. And I love how these straps came out. I'm glad that I did originally go back to the way that I wanted to do them, because I, like I said, was just gonna do the 2 reverse sides of denim and have them connected through 1 rectangle ring. But I also wanted to incorporate the regular side of the denim in the strap as well. So if someone wanted to wear this, all they would have to do is hook it on the O-ring. You hook it on the O-ring and bam. Now you got a purse that you can wear crossbody, all that good stuff. But if you don't want to wear it like that, you can take it off and you can just wear it like this. Like, I freaking love these bags. They're so dope. So I'm gonna be selling these bags. They're gonna be retailing for $445 each on my website. Shipping and dust bag is gonna be included in the cost. It is a little pricey, but I mean, again, like I'm saying, I'm putting in so much work into these pieces, and even though they are so pricey, I'm still really not getting paid for all the work that I'm really putting into these things. But yeah, each one's gonna be $445 each. I think the price is perfect for the quality and size and everything that you're getting with these pieces. And I would rate this project, it really wasn't that difficult, honestly. I would give it like a good 6.5 out of 10 difficulty wise. It wasn't that hard. The hardest part, I would say, you know what's crazy? The hardest part really wasn't even the bag. I would say it was, no, I was gonna say the straps, because I had to keep redoing it and cutting down the straps to get it to a good size so that it wasn't too long, too short. So I would say honestly doing the straps was a lot harder, and it took me 4 hours to make 2 freaking straps. Literally took me 4 hours because I had the little strap connector pieces. I didn't show me making the strap on camera because I was just over filming at that point. But I had the little strap connector pieces on the strap. These little things right here, I don't know if you can see it. The little thing right here that I sewn into the strap, these are all separate pieces that I had to cut for each individual piece of the strap. So I had I think I cut like 12 of them total, and I did 1-inch ones. Ironed them, used double-sided tape to fold over the raw ends. I sewed them all together to the hardware, and I went to sew them to the strap, but they were too big. Even though it was 1 inch and the strap is 1 inch, it was just too big because the strap was too thick, so a little bit of it was hanging out. So I had to go make another pattern piece, make it at 3/4 inches, make it 1/4 inch shorter so that it can fit in there, and then I had to redo everything. It just took so long. And then I had to cut the straps down because it was too long. The straps were honestly the most difficult part of this project, not even doing the bag itself. So I think that should say something about how non-difficult these bags were actually to make. But honestly, again, I love the design. It came out so dope. The quality is amazing. I did test it. I took it out last night, I want to say. I didn't really go anywhere. I just went and hung out with my friends and I just wore it. Normally when I make new stuff, I just kind of test the product just to see how it holds up, you know, how comfortable it is, you know, how you can carry it day to day, different tasks and things like that. So these bags hold up really amazing. I can tell you firsthand. And yeah, that's really it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think of this project, and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification because I am uploading majority of the projects that I am releasing over here on my YouTube channel. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell button because you don't want to miss out. And sorry if my energy is a little bit off. I just feel kind of like blah today, so sorry if my intro and outro was a little dry. I don't know, I just feel a little bleh, but I still have work to do, so I gotta keep on pushing through, even though I don't feel 100% amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Deuces.